on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
On the ground, it's Blue. At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Line gets set, first down.
29 Philly, 2-9 clear.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Aller. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll run play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. That is just a... credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Makes him talk to the hand.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Caught over the middle. It's held. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Longhorns are on the move. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Steps away to find some room. Got his man. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. 3rd down coming up.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Texas 14. Penn State 0.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Sending the offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. Floating away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll run it from the gun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Grab near the marker. It's Bond. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Wants to go up top. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas 21, Penn State 0.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Allard. He looks that one in nicely. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry up. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
He leaves it with his back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down.
Get set, get set. Hornet.
Looking to pass. It's Allard. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here we go. Squirrel. Gorilla.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Corner's going to give them room. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And it's on the ground. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security.
He'll take a deep shot here. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
To the air, it's Allard. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Shotgun snap on third down. Gonna let it fly. And the pass is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick throw.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Blue. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Dropping back, it's Manning. Slides away. He chucks one out to the right. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Penn State, 0.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to win.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Ripping through the defense. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yankee blue. Yankee.
And the ball's loose. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll give it to the back. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Back to pass. It's Albert.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 42, Penn State 0.
Okay, ready?
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Get set, get set.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You know, what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Wants to throw. It's Allard. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Makes the grab. It's Warren. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Gaucho, gaucho. Longer.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Back to pass, it's Allard. And that pass picked off. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. Pass to 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
44, Penn State 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. On third down, going up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Snags it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. The snap sets up the throw. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
52, Penn State 6.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage, what do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got his man. All kinds of running room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Timber.
He'll set up to throw. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Squirrel. Gorilla.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
54, Penn State, 12.
Coming out with it, it's Golden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Keeps looking downfield. Working that left side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still...
Deep shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heart.
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Gonna run it. It's Blue. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less.
Picked off. Looking for more room. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Fair catch, called for and made. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Dances away to buy time. Pass on the way. It's kicked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Coming after it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that one. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Now the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Steps away. The throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. slings it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Golden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
That's caught. It's Blue. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Ohio State 14, Texas 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Man, this defense takes tons of pride in their pass defense. They've got athletes on the back end that can break on the ball, and they've got hands, too. We've seen them pluck 3 picks already. They almost got another one there.
The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Offense, quick tempo.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to throw on third. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? That come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
The give on the inside. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking to buy time. He'll let one go down the right side. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. It's 3rd down now, they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He makes the connection, and it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He uncorks one deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Going up top on first down. Got a man. It's Ibuka. Turns it on in midfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Howard. And they got him for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw on you.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got it on the outside. It's Ibuka.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw. It's Manning. Makes his connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll try to do it himself. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Firing to the right, complete.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You've got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Set to kick it off. Texas.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
First down here for the offense. The RPO fired complete to the left. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Might be looking to run. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Looking for room, it's Blue. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He turns it loose to the left.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the tackle. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's held. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
To the air. It's Manning. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
To throw, it's Howard. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's picked off for the third time today. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffee. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns! Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight.
They fake it, goes to the tight end. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!